Good Sunday evening, everybody. And hello, Kim. Hello, Lisa. Hi, Daryl. No, I was not pooping, and we don't have enough snow to shovel, so I wasn't doing any of those three. And those 3 minutes of uh, 3 minutes of ads help pay the bills, brother.
I know, but still, I can't mute the doggone thing before I get without having to see half the ad first.
Sorry. I got to get paid somehow. My job ain't paying me very well anymore, so.
Well, I just had to see if you're still pooping or what.
Nope. I did that earlier today. I was actually finishing dinner. I was running late today.
We've had, we have got lucky. We're right in the, right in the center of all the snow going on, and so far, knock on wood, that we haven't had any yet.
I woke up to a little dusting this morning, but it almost all melted. And then right before dinner tonight, right before the sun went down, there was a little bit of flurries and a little bit on the ground. But I don't know. I don't know how much we're going to get tonight, if we're going to get any bad accumulation or anything. So, hi Dwight, how you doing?
Hey Dwight.
So,
yeah, it looks like it's kind of more on the East Coast over towards.
Yeah, well, they were calling for Thursday they were calling for less than an inch, and then Friday during the day they upped it to 1 to 2 inches, and I don't know what after that. But I haven't really looked at any weather since then. I did go to fish fry with mom and brother and sister-in-law. So
yeah, but Wayne, where you're at, it snows with the sun shining.
Hey, Stephen.
Hey, Stephen.
But yeah, I know up where Kim lives up there, up in the New England areas, states, they're talking like 2 foot of snow.
Wow. They deserve it.
I'll take 84 inches or 84 or 64 degrees. We had some pretty warm days this week.
We had some nice days this week, but
yeah, it's really nice. Everything. Yeah, that roll pin did that roll pin was one of the hardest I've ever had to get out of one of them. That's the very first one I've ever had to heat up to get out. Most of the time, you can put it in a vise and hold it pretty steady and get it moving and get it drove out. But that thing there, I should have expected it with looking at the rest of the clutch, how they had it all makeshift together and everything else. So, but it'll be right though when we get her put back together. I'm gonna go tomorrow night right after work down and get a throwout bearing and start getting her put together and get her in the tractor and measure for a coupler. So I gotta remember where my material was at to make another coupler. Hopefully I've got enough left lengthwise to make another one, but it is what it is. We'll get her made, and not a big deal. But I'll probably have to go back over to Brothers and use his lathe to mill the hole through it. No, I'm not reusing that shaft. I have another one. That one was wore too bad, where the spring, where they normally wear from the vibration and everything. That thing was wore too bad. I'll use it as a drift punch or something. Cut it up and use it for something. Oh, Lisa's going to get her a cup of coffee. Give me one too, Lisa. yeah, so we're gonna try to move right along. I got the carburetors here for the motor, so once we get the drive shaft and everything put together and in and measured, I can pull that motor out, finish welding up the mount, the engine plate, and finish welding that up. I'll give it a good paint job, give the engine a good paint job, put the carburetor on it, probably put the starter on it, and hopefully we can hear this thing fire up. Hopefully, cross our fingers, it'll run. Somebody in the comments did make a good point. I didn't even think about it. I should have, when I heated it up, I should have put some candle wax on it, but I just shot it with some. I had it soaked down in penetrating oil, so I don't know if that helped or the heat or what, but yeah, we got her all got our part ready to put back together on the new shaft. So I was actually had priced out buying new pressure plates and new shaft and everything, and in anticipation that I wasn't going to be able to get that roll pin out of there without destroying the pressure plate. But she come out.
Hello, Quick.
Hey, Quick Rich, what's happening? So, but yeah, moving right along. Hey, Nate, how you doing, brother? How'd fishing go, man? I watched a little bit of it, then I got busy cooking dinner and getting ready for the live stream and uploading my cooking video for the week. My computer don't like to stream video while I'm uploading and everything. It won't. It's not fast enough. The computer itself, the internet connection is, but not the computer. It likes to glitch. So, but yes, I have. I've seen them use. A lot of people use those, especially when you're a bigger guy. That really takes a lot of weight off the tractor. Gives you more movable weight instead of static. Someday, I'll find one and I'll got a big redfish. Is that dinner? Is that gonna be dinner, Nate? But yeah, so someday I'll find a aluminum housing cheap. I'll be able to build it into a nice pulling transmission. But oh yeah, heck yeah, fresh fish. Of course, when you live like that down there and you can get fresh fish anytime, you know, it's kind of hard to keep it. You know, there's always that bigger one out there. I did have shrimp for dinner last night. Of course, they were frozen, but I made shrimp, and I got some of these those noodle meal packet things. You just boil water and add the noodles and the sauce and stuff to it. It was okay. It was a marinara. Didn't have a very good marinara flavor to it. I had to doctor it up pretty good, but I made that up and fried the shrimp up, and then added the shrimp to the marinara, and it was actually, I mean, it filled my belly. Oh, you just found one? Awesome. Is it actually the 3-speed transmission, or was it a hydro that somebody gutted and put the gears in? Because supposedly you're supposed to be able to take a aluminum hydro case and put the 3-speed transmission gears in it. I've never done it. I've never seen it done, but I've been told you can do it. So I do have aluminum axles on my one transaxle. I think it's on Monkey Business. I do have aluminum axles. Not from the Hydro, from a regular gear 3-speed. Nope, and a Cub 1050. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, like I said, one of these days, but I'm still waiting to hear back from my tax guy. I dropped my taxes off to him, or my paperwork off to him, over a week ago now, and I haven't heard anything back. Hopefully, it's nothing bad. So I'll give him a call tomorrow. He might have just been behind. Usually, it takes him a couple days. He's calling me or texting me and saying, "Hey, stop by. We'll finish these up." But like I said, he may have been busy. I got to him late this year. I'm usually pretty quick on the gun as soon as I get my W-2s and all that kind of stuff. Get it to him. No engine in it. That's all right. You can always put an engine in it. You know, put an engine in it, set it up the way you want. But yeah, he does long form, but he's pretty quick. That's what he does for a living. He works with taxes and stuff, so he's pretty quick about getting stuff done. So, like I said, usually it's only a few days until, but he also does a lot of people's taxes. So, being as I got to him late, I may be a little behind. So, a little far down the list. Everything I do with YouTube, all the parts I buy, fuel I run, part of my grocery bill, the stuff that I buy for my cooking videos. What else? Part of my electric bill, gas bill, all that kind of stuff. My home office. Let's see what else. There's all kinds of stuff you can deduct, and I don't make enough off of YouTube to claim it as an income. It's always a loss because it comes out of my pocket. It's not a business. As of yet, as soon as if I ever reach the threshold of that, I forget how much it is a year you have to make it as a business. Yeah, that all that comes out of my pocket, so I can deduct all that because the channel doesn't turn a profit. Yeah, actually, yes, a 20 horse Kohler Command. They're very nice engines. They're basically the only difference in a 20 and a 25 horse Command is the bore of the pistons. The bore of the pistons. Everything else is exactly the same. Same connecting rods, crank, cam, everything. If you really want to pep it up, get billet connecting rods and a 30 millimeter crank, 30 horse crank, and put in it. Just gives it just a hair longer throw. And they really come alive. And then if you can do some cam work, you can really make them wake up. I pulled a 20 open RPM against 25s, and I'd always place in the top 3, 4, 5, depending on what tractors were there. but that thing had a wicked cam in it, and it had flat top pistons and all that kind of stuff. But it would pull right up there with the big dogs. I'd only be 3 or 4 feet behind them. So, but yeah, you can do a lot with a 20. So, at 3 years, I've been doing this YouTube thing for over 5 years, and I still haven't turned a profit on it. Still haven't made enough to make it to classify it as a business. So, especially this time of year. Usually, end of January, February, March, I don't get any money from YouTube. Hey, Mr. Briggs, what's happening? Ladies and gentlemen, we got a lady in here, a couple of them. We got Kim and Lisa. Both are in here, so I'm sure Mrs. Cart's watching. Maybe she should be, but yeah, I love the Kohler commands. If I could find around me the Kohler engines, the V twins, they're just stupid prices. Why, I don't know, but they are. But if I could find a running 20 horse command, I'd transplant it into monkey business and get that opposed twin out of there. And there's just a lot more I can do with a V twin, with a Kohler V twin, than I can that Briggs opposed twin. The opposed twin has the grunt. It just I don't have the aftermarket parts to be able to turn it like I want to. You know, we're allowed going 4,500 RPMs, and I can barely get it to go over 36 without bypassing the governor, because it has to be governed in that class. So when I bypass the governor, I can get it go 5,000 RPMs, but I can't regulate it down to the 4,500. So it's just, there's a jump there. So,
well, if you get too many RPMs, you'll be done like you did with that video you sent me with that Harley Davidson melting down.
Yeah. That opposed Briggs has lots of hours on it pulling. So yeah, they I don't want to beat it up too bad. So, and anybody else ever try the copper bracelets? My brother and sister-in-law bought me one for my arthritis. I've only been wearing it a couple of days, so I don't know if it's helping yet or not. But he said it'll take a couple of weeks till you notice a big difference. So, but I think I do need to take a link out of it. It keeps sliding way up my arm. So, but hopefully it helps. That way I don't have to take as many at leave just to get my day done. So, just got to get used to wearing it. Hopefully I can wear it at work without getting it caught on stuff. That's one reason I don't wear a wristwatch. I used to get it caught on stuff all the time and get it. Lisa, he says that it was in his. I think he said it was in his back and his knees, and he said he's noticed a remarkable difference in it. It might have been his back and his knees. I think that's what he said. And my sister-in-law, she's got it in her shoulders and elbows and stuff. And she said she can definitely tell the difference, but she's also got a steel pin in her one arm, one wrist. And I don't know if it's true or not because I think these things have magnets in them too. This bracelet. She said she could feel a tingling in her arm when she wore it on that arm. So she had to wear it on the other one. So I don't have any metal in me, so I don't know. So but knock on wood. Hopefully it does help a lot. You know, it'd be really cool if it helped with my hip. So, but like I said, he said it takes a couple weeks, so we'll keep monitoring it and we'll find out. You know, if I can get my hip to quit hurting after I stand on it for a period of time, and get my wrists and hands to quit hurting. So much. It'd be a win. So, but yeah, I've been back on the engine things. I've been getting prices. I think once I do get my check back, liquid cooled. I never seen a liquid cooled one, unless they're the big ones, like the big 30s or 40 horsepower or whatever those big ones are. Yeah, finding a decent priced Kohler Command V twin horizontal shaft. You can find the vertical shafts all day long, and the heads and the crank and connecting rods and pistons and all that kind of stuff all will interchange. But finding a horizontal one is definitely tough. I know I seen one online here on Marketplace about a month ago. Guy wanted $700 for it, and it looked like it was plumb wore out. That was a 25. But yeah, I'm like, man, you people are nuts. I mean, I still got the 20 horse block, but it needs bored and sleeved, and I don't want to put $500-600 into boring and sleeving back to a 20 horse if I'm going to have that block, because that's a good block. That's one of the thick blocks. If I'm going to have it bored and sleeve, it's going to be a 25 horse plus. That's going to be a big bore engine. So, so yeah. But yeah, I've been pricing pistons and stuff. As soon as I get, yeah, I have an Onan. Yeah, that's okay. Onans are good engines. They make a lot of power and stuff. There's just, again, no aftermarket parts for them. And the parts for them, the OEM parts for them, are really expensive. So, but I want to try to get that other 25 together that I have. Get it put together so I can swap it into Plan B. Let's see here. All second chance, a 20 horse liquid cooled. Huh. Never seen one. And a Briggs V twin. Yeah. There's guys that's tried to pull the Briggs V twins. They're decent in the stock class, but again, modifying them, there ain't a whole lot out there. Let's mount a Chevy Turbo Max. Yeah, that'd work. Yeah, there's a guy I seen, another YouTuber. He's taken a Predator 660s or whatever, 670s, and they've put billet pistons and connecting rods and all kinds of other stuff in it, and he said that they're getting like 40 horsepower out of it, and they're going to supercharge it with fuel injection. Out of a 25 Kohler Command, naturally aspirated on methanol, you can get upwards of 80 horsepower. I don't know if I'd want to waste my money on a Predator. You know? Best engines. 2027. Yeah, I'll take your word for it. I haven't worked with them or checked or did anything on them, so I don't know anything about the Turbo Maxes. Hey, Roadrunner, how you doing, buddy? How about a Harley V-twin? A Harley V-twin would be nice too, but you'd have to run it in a motorcycle engine class, and those guys are running 4 and 6 cylinders, so the Harley V-twin probably wouldn't keep up with them. So yeah, if I build anything other than a Command, it's either going to be a diesel. I have an Isuzu diesel right now, but again, aftermarket parts for them aren't very readily available. But it'll be a diesel, or it'll be a V6 or V8, or I'm sorry, straight 6 or V8 mini rod. I thought about a motorcycle engine one. Just the price of the motors they use. They use like the Kawasaki's. The Kawasaki, what are they, 900s and 1200s and stuff like that. The price of those motors are just crazy. I could find an old straight 6 Chevy, and let's see, it's a 4-cylinder turbo Chevy using 1500 trucks. Has more torque than the 5.3, almost much horsepower, large 4-cylinder base with diesel. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll have to check them out. I'm not really sold on anything that's brand new on the market. Back years ago when the Prius first came out, we kind of got bent over on the brand new Prius, the electric hybrid. It was great when it first got it, but then once the time got up and the warranty got up, replacement parts and maintenance on it just got to be just ridiculous. And at that point in time, when the batteries went bad, it was $10,000 to replace the battery, and the value of the car was only like $8,000 or $9,000. So, how do you justify putting a $10,000 battery in an $8,000 car? Marked for 6 years. Oh, okay. I don't pay attention to a lot of the brand new stuff. We don't have it at work, so there's no real need for me to follow it and anything. Can't drive tomorrow until 2 p.m. The storm, Pennsylvania, shut down the highway. Huh. Pennsylvania must be getting a lot more snow than we got.
Which Briggs has probably got, they're supposed to be 2 foot too, I think, up that way.
Yeah. 2.7 liter. Don't know. It's a 4-cylinder. Cool. That's awesome.
Well,
did I send you the video on the Sonny's engine?
The what? Which one?
The what is it? 1,005 cubic inch engine from Sonny's Race Engines.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I know it's been out for a while, but somebody else sent me the video. Sonny's Race Engine, drag engines. It's 16 point something liter, over 1,000 cubic inches, and it's naturally aspirated, and they're turning huge numbers on horsepower on it.
Well, quick wrench. I just hope if General Motors ever gets back to a decent V8, that they will get rid of that AFM or whatever, active fuel management BS on them, or the cylinder drops or whatever it is. I'm not impressed with those. I mean, I got a 2015 that I'm not impressed with.
No, I've never been impressed with those things. Yep. When you have a tier 4, you can't drive, no matter how good of a driver you are. Well, you can. You can. Technically, you can drive. But, you risk getting your vehicle impounded and you arrested and all that. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm gonna head down tomorrow to Lakota Racing and get the throwout bearing. Talk to them about a set of pistons. I just wish I had my tax money back now so I could get them while I'm down there. But MF, active fuel management. That's the 4 cylinders at times. Drop saying 4 cylinders. DFM 2019 up digital fuel management. Yeah, I don't like any of that fuel management shit.
I mean, when I want to step on it, I don't want it to go.
It's the same thing with that start stop.
Yeah.
Crap. I don't like that either. I don't care if I'm just running some of our vehicles up to the gas station or just around town. I shut it off. I hate it.
Yeah, I mean,
I can remember the first vehicle we got that had that on there. The first time it went out with somebody outside of our garage or whatever. No more than an hour went by, and they were calling back, sitting alongside the road, saying that the car keeps shutting off, keeps stalling out, but it'll restart as soon as I hit the key, and it's a push button. As soon as I hit the push button, it'll start right back up and go. Yeah, it. So I had to explain to them what was going on. I have a 18.
Yeah, I've talked to several mechanics there, Quick Wrench, and they said that the only way to lock them out is with one of those doggle things, and he said that those doggles end up costing more in repairs than actually tear it down and put a camshaft and a new set of lifters and all in it. So I don't know.
Mr. Briggs, they say they don't. From everything I've read and the research that I've seen them do, or that they've said they've done on them, it doesn't eat the starters up. But I do know it has a separate battery just for that starter. I did not know that. Little box you plug into your OBD2 connector. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That little OBD, that little doggle thing you plug into that. But they said that those things, the mechanics down here, he's got one. He said the only time, the most problems they have out of those AFM systems is is people trying to go around them with them doggles. So I don't know. Ouch.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, the whole reason they put that start stop on there is for the government fuel economy.
yeah. And I mean, and Trump said he was going to do away with all that there cow pee thing on the side of trucks too. But there's so many out there now that what difference does it make?
Yeah.
I mean them diesels. So
Yeah. Nick, for the 2024 10-speed yet. Well, I'm sure they'll come out with something, Mr. Briggs. They always do. Truck trans failures. Yep.
yep. But I mean, I've been watching these videos of all the different truck brands now that each one of them's got their own little quirks now about
Oh yeah.
that they're not that if it could last to the warranty period time's over with, that's all they worried about. I mean, I'd hate to have a $50,000 truck and all of a sudden I just go out of warranty and then all of a sudden the engine goes out in it and I still got to make payments on that song for the next how many years.
Yep. Yeah, I just got a safety recall on our bucket truck, which it's a 96 Ford F-350 Super Duty. I think that's what it is. The bed, I got a safety recall for the bed, for the bucket truck part of it. There's a valving manifold that needs replaced because they leak. But at the same time, the bed has reached its end of life, so they won't do it under warranty or under recall. I have to foot the bill for it, which it's not that bad, but the bed, the mechanism itself, the bed itself has, like I said, reached its end of life by their standards, and so I don't know if I got to bring it up to the bosses and find out what they want to do. I mean, I know what they'll say. Well, we'll just keep it in service. We don't use it that much. Okay. But, if something goes wrong with it, I may not be able to get parts for it because it's, reached, do it or anyone with ability to program. GM has a flash for it. Yep. I've seen that too. Quick Wrench at, they've actually GM has actually opened it up to where it can be shut off now because of the problems they're having.
They got to do something because you can't go out there and spend $60,000-$70,000 and then it's got to go back in the daggum shop for half its life. I mean.
Yep. I was just thinking the other day, my 05, my Dakota. Be nice if I could get that thing reprogrammed. Give me a little more horsey torque and torquey torque out of it. But also don't want to. I don't want to.
You got the 6-cylinder or V8 in that thing?
I got the V8.
Oh, okay.
But also don't want to shorten its life. So we'll just let it the way it is until I can find until I get the shed paid off and I can buy another vehicle to tow with that I can use it. If it's still around, if it's still in good enough shape, then we can make it into our little toy and maybe we'll LS swap it. So, but I did watch Matt's Off-Road Recovery today. He bought another Snowcat, and it's got the 4 tracks on it instead of just the little ones. It's a big groomer type steel. They're going to make it into an off-road, all-terrain tracked recovery vehicle. And he said, yeah, most of these come with the Chrysler, 360, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. And he goes, I know the LS swap thing is, kind of over with, but he goes, I like the LS swaps, and that's probably what we're going to do with it. So, it's a good platform. I mean,
Yeah, but I'm still back down to my 91 out there. I still prefer it without the LS in it. I'd rather have a regular 350 in it.
Yeah. It's just the LSs. I mean, there's so much aftermarket programming and ECMs and everything else for them that you can basically just beat the living crap out of them. And hi, Rail.
Hello, Rail.
Or when you get back into the regular small blocks, I mean, yeah, you can put a Holley sniper system on it for a couple $1,000s and do all that, but why bother with it when you have the same money and just putting an LS in it? So, but I mean, to teach their own. I mean, I still like the Chevy small blocks, I like the old Chevy big blocks. But it is nice with the fuel injection and stuff, especially.
Mine's got those, what to call that thing. It's just still got the original carburetor, the thing on it in a carburetor, but it's got 2 injectors on top of it.
Yeah. You can switch that over to carburetor, or you can do a full injection on them. But I mean, you can put.
Well, I know what you used to could do with them old 350s. This year 5.3s. I don't know. Just having to rewire the truck and everything else to get it to, and then having to put a new computer box in it.
Right. Like I said, a couple $1,000s to upgrade it to either a Holley or what's the other one? Aces. Aces makes a really good conversion system to put a aftermarket injection system on it, and then you do that and you're ready for turbo. So
I might do like Rail and put 2 4-barrel carburetors on it whenever I go.
There you go. There you go.
Put 2 4-barrel carburetors on it. Watch the gas hand just.
Hey, I vividly remember my buddy Camaro. He had a Camaro with a small block, 355, 350 bored out. It's 355. He had dual Holley 650s on it, high rise intake and everything. And you're exactly right. You race from gas station to gas station.
Yeah, two
two
light poles to the gallon.
But the thing about it is the thing street legal, naturally aspirated, would run 10s. I don't see it. I don't see a lot of the LS swap trucks and stuff doing. I followed a couple guys that You know, uh, they I forget the one. I forget what the one had, and he put an LS 53 LS in his truck and had the Holly system on it and all that kind of stuff. And the best he was doing was like 11.5s. You know, and you know, it's like,
Well, I mean, you go back and look at it. They have General Motors has had 350 US 350 since what, the early 60s or whatever it is.
yep.
And so but just and if you give a little bit of engineering, you can almost do get them back to where they were, back to when they were big horsepower. You could make big
Hmm.
horsepower out of them. So
Oh yeah, you put put a camshaft in it, an intake manifold,
yeah,
the right carburetor.
and a set of
Yeah,
heads on it, and
yeah, nice set of heads. But you know, uh, no offense to guys nowadays, younger guys. Um, they prefer to punch a numbers on a keyboard than you know than
yeah.
do a than do the work and the research and everything to to get what they need.
Now, if we had rail set up where you had your own machine shop set up there in this building where he can do about anything he wants to do, that would make a big difference. I mean, but
Oh, no, yeah, real. I'm not saying that they can't do 8 seconds, but you know, uh, they are. Was that 8 seconds naturally aspirated, or was it turboed, or did it have nitrous on it? That Camaro my buddy had, 100% naturally aspirated street car. He drove it daily, back and forth to high school, and he would take it to the track on the weekends. Um, his older brother actually had a Chevy 2 that had basically the same engine, just bigger. It was actually a 400 small block, but same basic configuration, dual carbs, no nitrous, and he was running eights with it. The racetrack actually told him he had to put a parachute on the car because uh,
well,
they
there's well, that's the thing about it. If you're going to actually race and all that, you start getting down into those numbers. You got to have roll bars, and you got to
yeah.
have
Oh yeah, he my buddy had a full roll cage in his car. Same with his brother, but his brother's was a race car. It had a fiberglass front end. Uh, it had everything cut out of it that it possibly could be cut out, swapped out with aluminum and everything else to run eights. But my buddy's Camaro, basically the interior was stripped out of it. Still had the stock dash in it. Had race buckets in it. No back seat. Still steel from front to back, and it had a roll cage put in it. Um, I think it had mini tubs in it too. I don't think it had stock rear fender wells, but yeah, like I said, he drove it back and forth to high school. It didn't have a full exhaust on it, but it had pipes and mufflers that they could unbolt and run open header for drag racing. But he put you know lots of miles on that thing on the road and took it to the drag strip. You know, and I've seen quite a few of these guys that are putting LS 53 LSs in these things and putting turbos on them and all that kind of stuff, and they're tickled pink or whatever. They're running 11s. Yeah,
yeah.
well, that's where he was running into problems too. He was bracket racing, and the bracket race guys got pissed off because he was running consistent tens with a street car, and they really started picking on him. So right after graduation, they took the car off the street and made it a full race car, cut all the interior out, put all aluminum inside of it, put, all aluminum floorboards, door panels, the whole 9 yards, I think he put an 850 cage in it, everything, and went back and, was like kicking butt with it. And then his brother actually got a job down south somewhere, and his brother moved, and within 6 months, him and his dad decided they wanted to pack up and move down there too. So they packed everything up, and over 2 months, it took them running back and forth. They moved everything down south. So, but the old man was an engine builder. He could build some engines. He was legally blind, but he could still put engines together and stuff. He was an old drag racer from way back. He used to tell us stories about they'd take 6-cylinder truck motors and put them in cars, and they were racing those. That was their first race cars.
That was the 6-cylinder truck motors, though. They had that long stroke to them. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how would you get a big enough pressure out of it to turn them wheels like that?
I don't know, but that's what they could afford, and that's what they put in them. And the truck motors had more horsepower than the car sixes, so that's what they used. And he told us stories about building their own intakes and exhaust and cutting heads down and putting bigger valves in them and everything else. And he thought he was king crap when he first got his first V8 race car. But yeah. But he probably the last 2 years they lived up here. He could still see shapes and shadows and stuff like that. He couldn't make out faces. He couldn't see colors. But he was legally blind, and the man could still put an engine together and tune by ear. Whew, look out. Straight 6 Hurricane by Ram. Yeah, Gen 2 Garage on YouTube. They've got one of those Hurricane engines, dual twin turbos. This year they have just Mopar would not let them unlock the transmission or reprogram the transmission for shifting and stuff, and let them do very little with the ECM. But they now have Mopar has now unlocked all that for them, and they're getting. I mean, they took it on sick week, and they were running real low tens. They were hoping to get a 9-second average for sick week, but with the weather and track conditions, they couldn't break down into the 9. So. May sink ram for good. Yeah. It might.
Well, even the 5.7 Hemis nowadays, they've been having a lot of problems with them too, ain't they? So I mean, every car manufacturer right now is making them so expensive, but they're no reliability to them. So.
Now, see there's what you're talking about, baby. I've seen some of them rails that have the Honda motors in them. They look like they're a blast. Yes, with cams and lifters. Yeah. Yep. Matter of fact,
I knew there was something about them that they were having a lot of problems out of.
I got a 2018. I think it's an 18 3/4 ton Ram at work right now. It's starting to develop a little bit of a lifter tick. We were just discussing what we should be doing about it. Probably this summer we'll be pulling it down and putting the Cayman lifters in it. 80 mile an hour in a wheelie. Heck yeah. Yeah. I watch some channels from out of Utah, and they build buggies and do off roading and all that kind of stuff. And the one guy's got a I want to say it's a 5.3 in a buggy V8. Them things are just nuts, man. Them things are just. I mean, you don't even have to have the front wheels. I mean, you could literally drive the thing around on the rear wheels. It's just, I mean, yeah. I don't know if I'd want to go that radical, but you know, like Rail said, a little 3.5 Honda. You know, you don't even have to be turbocharged. Just you know, little lightweight rail buggy. That would be it. You know, growing up, my oldest brother had a Volkswagen rail buggy. You know, a rail buggy with the 4-cylinder Volkswagen in it, and that thing was fun. You know. So.
Well, what is it now? We had a weird painted up Volkswagen Bug that people like was wanting to try to take away from us at the car auction one night, and what it come to find out, that song had a 911 air cooled 911 or whatever it was Porsche engine
the Porsche motor.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we saw it didn't. It brought. We made a good amount of money on it, but we didn't know what we had.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the motor itself would have been cheap. It would have been better for us to pull the motor out of it and sold the motor than it would be to sold the car. So,
yeah. I mean, all these rail buggies and all that kind of stuff are just dreams, because I don't want to start any more projects. I don't want to get into anything more than what I already have, because I'm already in debt enough.
I'm at the age now where driving normal and drive just so it'll drive normal speeds and is reliable. That's all I'm caring about right now. So,
I would like to build something for a drag and drive. You know, that's why I was thinking like my Dakota. You know, that little V8 in there. I mean, yeah, it's 4-wheel drive. I'd like to find a 2-wheel drive one with a V8, but you know, just something small, reliable, and you know, just do drag and drive stuff with that. You know, I would love to do drag and drive once. All the transaxles north of 8. Yeah. See, I can't afford that kind of stuff. You know, that's, you know, I already have an addictive personality, and I know how it is. It starts out, you know, we'll just do this. Well, that's not enough. Let's do this. Nah, that's not. Let's do this. Let's add this. And then I get, you know. Yeah. So, all right, y'all. It's been a fun night. It's flew by. I appreciate y'all hanging out. We're at our hour. And so we'll catch you all on the next one. Hope you guys have a great week and stay warm, and hopefully you don't get snow like we're getting. So talk to you later.
All right, everybody.